Guys, this is the comparison between the existing platform we're using and the new Engage platform that we're considering moving to. I've got the home pages for both up here as an example of what they might look like. Trying to give you an idea of how different they are. On this first page, or on this home page, you'll know everything we are doing on our page, so I won't go over that too much. But on the new Engage platform, the differences are pretty distinct. Let me start at the top. This banner up here is for the administrator's login, and it will include this button known as Publish. But the My Profile and the Sign Out the buttons will always be up there, as well as the search bar. So this is a nice way of conserving space and having a static set of buttons where we already thought we should have them. So the only one up here, because we're administrators, is Publish. And that includes a big menu of items that only we can control, where we add content to the site, as in documents, alerts, or extra pages or menu items from here. The edit content is any document or any module on the site, messenger services for sending email, payment services, which we're not using but are built into the site, which is kind of an interesting and nice opportunity maybe we'll take advantage of sometime later. Form tracking, which is the new way of using Task Manager or those messages back to the committees, the board members that we set up when we want people to give feedback. It's called form tracking now. But it's the same concept. They fill out a form and send it back to somebody within the team or the board or the committee and so on. Security, about maintaining the permissions level for users and what users can see, as well as assigning roles to each individual user. We'll talk about that a little bit. Modules and setting lets you figure out what you want to add in terms of what's on our home page and the different look and feel elements that I'll discuss here in a minute. And reports and downloads, amazing number of new reports available to us. I shared this with Gary already, but it's an incredible set of resources for us to determine our visits, who's visiting, where they're going, what they're looking for, and so on. In the meantime, the home page itself is laid out very simply. Ours will let us do modules and pictures and set them up with the colors and our layouts that we wanted. The new look and feel is a bit more simplified, and to that extent it is following more of what I guess we were thinking we wanted to do with the real estate right here in the middle of the existing page. Simplify a lot of the content people are seeing. The organization of our existing page requires us to edit the page and of course then add a module if we want to, and then move the modules around like we were already used to doing. In the new environment, the module controls are pretty straightforward. You can only add these modules right now, which are the ones you see on the page. Your profile, which they call my account, the latest news, which is almost like an announcement, the images, which are the photo albums, documents, which is nothing more than a list of the new documents added to the document library. Here they call it the Resource Center. Board items, which is a whole separate category unto itself that focuses on board content, like the minutes or the annual report and so on. And there is a specific resource area where all that stuff goes into, and it's automatically posted here. Upcoming events, which is similar to the one we use right now for what's happening this week. Latest discussion items, message board, and classifieds, which is an interesting addition. I guess that's popular. They got a lot of the input of which modules to include on here as a default from a bunch of other users. They didn't ask us, but I guess this was important for them to hear from a number of their other favorite users. So classifieds was included there, and of course the weather, which it could take it or leave it. You check it here, it appears on the page. If you uncheck it, it disappears. So that's pretty straightforward. As far as organizing on the page, these can be moved simply as you're logged into Administrator by drag it and drop it on this front page. But I haven't figured out yet how to add pictures or like Gary's got up here, I'm sure I can. The videos and even like a newcomers list that Ellen suggested. I am just beginning to toy with it, and in the meantime, I'll figure out how we should be able to add customized items like that. But as you can see, when you mouse over an item, it does give you a summary, and if you leave it there long enough, it'll actually bring you to that item itself. But it gives you a preview on a number of these items that would allow you to see, without opening it up, what the summary or the brief introduction of that item is. Kind of a nice feature, but I'm wondering if it'll be annoying to our users. Can't turn it off. Haven't figured out a way yet, but I wanted to let you know that's included here for now.